Hey yo, what's up guys, it's TriStar Pictures A2 back again, and this is part 2 of my entire Disney VHS collection series, in which in part 2 I'm going to be showing off the rest of my Walt Disney Classics Black Diamond tapes. And these are the tapes from 1989 till 1994, so these are the Walt Disney Classics tapes that contain the 1989 Walt Disney Classics Sorcerer Mickey logo. Now, of course, that logo has first appeared on the 1988 VHS tape of Cinderella, which I've showed off in my previous video, in which the logo on that video it's a different variant where the diamond is kind of faded a bit. So yeah, now and after that version, they kind of made the diamond more black for the next VHS release after that, which was the 1989 VHS release of Bambi. Now, of course, this isn't necessarily all of the Walt Disney Classics tapes from 1989 till 1994, because I'm still missing a couple of them, but still, this is a pretty fair amount of them that I own. I mean, some of them I don't really care for anyways, but still I own a fair amount of these. So yeah, well, anyways, let's get started off with these tapes. Alright, first off I have here is the 1990 VHS of Peter Pan. There's the front, spine, and the back. And it says, 2 thumbs up, you feel Peter Pan is your age, no matter what age that is, says Siskel and Ebert. And now I also have the recent Diamond Edition Blu-ray of Peter Pan, which looks awesome. But yeah, well, anyways, there's the tape itself with the ink label. Now, some particular copies of the 1990 VHS of Peter Pan has the ink label where the diamond is bigger and the Peter Pan logo is off to the side, but my particular copy has it regularly. But yeah, well, anyways, this tape opens up with the 1984 red FBI warning screens, and then it has the Making of the Rescuers Down Under preview, and then has a trailer for The Little Mermaid, and then after the trailer comes the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the start of the film. So, yep, and the print date on this tape, you can't really see it, but it's April 1st, 1990. So, yep, that's the 1990 VHS of Peter Pan. Alright, next up here is the 1990 VHS of The Little Mermaid. There's the front, there's the spine, and here's the back of it. It says, you could wish upon a star and not conjure up a more joyous animated movie, says Time magazine. Now, I also own the 2006 Platinum Edition DVD of The Little Mermaid, but I look forward to the Diamond Edition Blu-ray release of this movie, which is coming out later on this year. So, yeah, well, anyways, here's the tape itself, which has a vertical ink label. Now, some copies of the 1990 VHS of The Little Mermaid has a vertical sticker label, but this one is an ink label. So, yeah, well, anyways, this tape opens up with the 1984 red FBI warning screens, and then the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the start of the film. So, yeah. And the print date on this tape is February 27th, 1990. So, yeah, that's the 1990 VHS of The Little Mermaid. Alright, next up I have here is the 1991 VHS of Fantasia, which this particular Black Diamond tape has its own unique clamshell cover art. I mean, it says Walt Disney's masterpiece and everything, but it's still a part of the Black Diamond series, and it even opens up with the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo and everything. So, yep, Fantasia, it's a great Disney animated movie. So, yep. And here's the tape itself. And this tape opens up with the 1984 red FBI warning screens, and then the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the the Walt Disney Pictures logo, which is silent, and then the start of the film. So, yep. And the print date on this tape is June 12th, 1991. So, yep, that's the 1991 VHS of Fantasia. Alright, next up I have here is the 1991 re-release of Robin Hood. And at the time, Disney decided to re-release a few of their older classics titles and give them updated cover art as well as updated openings to them and whatnot. So yeah, they re-released Robin Hood along with Dumbo, The Sword and the Stone, and Pinocchio. So yeah. And this is the particular copy of Robin Hood that I've owned as a kid. Now, I also own the original 1984 release of Robin Hood, a part of the Walt Disney Classics line, since that was also the first title in the Walt Disney Classics series, which has the original black case to it and everything. So yeah, and I've been looking for that 1984 release of Robin Hood for a long time, but now that I finally own it, I'm pretty much satisfied with that tape. But however, for this 1991 copy that I own, I'm still hang on to it for a collector's sake. You know, even though I like the 1984 VHS more, but I'll still hang on to this. So yeah, well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the tape itself. And here's the ink label to it. Now, this tape opens up with the 1984 red FBI warning screens, and then it has the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo, and then it has a trailer for the 1991 VHS of The Jungle Book, as well as the another trailer for the VHS release of The Rescuers Down Under. And then this tape contains the second half of the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, which the Sorcerer Mickey part is cut out. So yeah, well, and then after the logo, it comes the start of the movie. So yep, and the print date on this tape is May 21st, 1991. So yep, that's the 1991 VHS of Robin Hood. Alright, next up I have here is the 1991 VHS of The Rescuers Down Under. Now, I own two different copies of this, one with the clamshell case and one without the clamshell. So, yeah, let me go ahead and show you the clamshell one that I own. There's the front, there's the spine, and here's the back of it. And it says, Tradition and Innovation all on the same bill, says Time Magazine. So, yeah. Now, this copy that I own without the clamshell, this is my original copy of this tape, but, apparently I kind of lost the clamshell to this. I don't know where it is, so I decided to pick up, this copy since I only get these tapes for $1, so, why the heck not? So, yeah, well, anyways, let me go ahead and show you this tape. Now, of course, they both have the same kind of ink label to them, as well as the same opening as well. I mean, they both opened up with the 1984 red FBI warning screens, and then the 1986 Walt Disney Home Video logo, and then they contain the trailer for the 1991 VHS release of The Jungle Book, and then they show the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the start of the film. So, yep. And the print date on this tape is July 1st, 1991. And the print date on this copy is April 26, 1991. So, yep, that's the 1991 VHS of The Rescuers Down Under. Alright, next up I have here is the 1992 VHS of The Great Mouse Detective. Here's the front, there's the spine, and here's the back of it. And it says, It's Magic, says Joel Siegel, and 2 thumbs up says Siskel and Ebert. So, yep. And let me open this up, and here are some extras that I got right here. It's pretty cool. Proof of purchase, business reply card, which is out of date. And this little booklet right here, it has all the Disney Classics VHS releases, as well as these titles right here. So yep, it's really awesome. And here's some more Disney VHS titles as well. So yep, that's really cool. But and here's an ad for Beauty and the Beast, which was released on VHS around that same time. So yep. But anyways, here's the tape itself with the ink label right here. Now this tape opens up with the green FBI warning screens, and then it has a trailer for Aladdin, and then after the Aladdin trailer comes the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the star of the film. So yep. And the print date on this tape is, let me see, it's May 5th, 1992. So yep, that's the 1992 VHS of The Great Mouse Detective. Alright, next up I have here is the 1992 VHS of 101 Dalmatians. So yep, there's the front, spine, and here's the back. And it says, great storytelling. On a scale of 1 to 10, this film gets 101, says Good Morning America. So yep. And let me go ahead and show you the tape. Here's the ink label. Now this tape opens up just like my The Great Mouse Detective tape. I mean, it opens up with the green FBI warning screens, and then it has a trailer for Aladdin, and then after the Aladdin trailer comes the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the star of the film. And this tape has a later print date of January 18th, 1994, but this is still the 92 tape. So yep, that's the 1992 VHS of 101 Dalmatians. And the last Walt Disney Classics title that I own in my collection is the 1993 VHS release of Aladdin. Now, the very last title in the Walt Disney Classics series was the 1994 VHS release of The Fox and the Hound, in which that was the last title in the Walt Disney Black Diamond series until Disney introduced the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection series. Now, as for The Fox and the Hound, I own the 2000 Gold Classic Collection tape of that. So, yeah, well, anyways, here's the front of my 1993 VHS release of Aladdin. Here's the spine of it, and here's the back. And right here it says, a film of wonders, amazing. There ain't never been a film like this, says the Los Angeles Times. Now, I heard that the 1993 VHS release of Aladdin was the best-selling title in the Walt Disney Classics series, so that's real interesting to know. So, yeah. And I look forward to the Diamond Edition Blu-ray release of Aladdin, which is coming out next year, so that's going to be pretty interesting. But, yeah, well, here's the tape with the ink label. And this tape opens up with the green FBI warning screens, and then it has a trailer for The Lion King. And then after the Lion King trailer is a preview of the 1993 VHS re-release of Pinocchio. And then after that preview comes the 1989 Walt Disney Classics logo, and then the Walt Disney Pictures logo, and then the star of the film. So, yep. And the print date on this tape is July 10th, 1993, which was about 3 days after I was born, so that's real interesting. So, yep, well, anyways, that is it for my Walt Disney Classics Black Diamond VHS collection, and stick around for part 3 where I'll be showing off all of my Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection tapes. So, yeah, well, anyways, this is TriStar Pictures 82 signing off, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.